tonight and for us to heal, for us to forget what has happened in the past. It's one big happy family. Most importantly, the black race, for us to come together and lead by example, show love, compassion towards one another.
I am because we are one. Now that's the powerful theme of this year's Hapawards, which will be holding on the 18th of October 2020. My name is Desmond Elliott and I'm excited because I'm going to be there presenting an award. And more so, it's going to happen virtually. So I can't wait. Hook up with us on the 18th of this year for the Hapawards. See you there.
Pleasure to introduce you guys to this marvelous event that we're hosting. It's the Hollywood and African Prestigious Awards headquarters, and it's with great pleasure as well to introduce you guys to the founders, and they're Tina Weisinger and Amber Washington. Wow, and it looks to me like it's that time of the year again. I'm super excited because I have these gorgeous ladies on my left and right dressed in these amazing looking African dresses. Now, I just want to understand what's really going on here, Miss Tina.
Well, I'm so happy that you're here with us and learning about what we're doing. So it's that time of year, like you said, the Hollywood African Prestigious Awards. We're going up on October 18th. And of course, like everybody else, we had to find our footing. So in terms of the social distancing and then what we've all been practicing here, we decided to go with the flow. Everybody started doing virtual. We started at the last minute when everybody started catching on and we're like, okay, we have to do this, we have to do the show. And we didn't want to miss a year. And you know, we always want to make sure we do things to help our foundation. We're part of the I Dream for All Foundation, which this show helps raise money to support us with our efforts in Africa, giving back to the young girls and the young women and children, and especially the needy community there and here in the U.S. So it was very important for us to do something, and we understand the fact that you know, everybody's hurting a little now because of job losses and things like that. And so, with that being said, when everybody started coming together and we just decided, let's do it.
I love that so much.
Let's do it. We have to.
Honestly, guys, we're so excited because obviously you can see that the Hapawards is really only here for one reason and one reason to us. And that's to really bring light to everything that's going on right now in the community and to find a way that we can really present value with everything that's going on. We're so excited for you, Miss Tina, and I'm also so excited to have our other host here with us, Amber. So Amber, I would love to understand just a little bit about what's going on here with the Hapawards. Please shed some light.
Absolutely. My name is Amber Washington. I'm the Vice President and co-founder of the Hollywood and African Prestigious Awards. This year, October the 18th, we will be live. We will be having a pre-party from early in the morning for about 2 hours with a DJ contest, go into the show, and then we'll have an after party with a pickup with a DJ contest. We have amazing hosts. This is going to be so much fun. We're going to be on our website at hapawards.com, hapawards.com, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter. Oh, so many levels. You go to the website and go see. There's going to be so much information that's going to be shout out to you. You'll be seeing us around, and hopefully we'll see you.
Hopefully we see you guys. We're super excited. Thank you guys again, and welcome to the Hapawards. I hope you guys love it. October 18th.
2020. Je suis DJ africain, nos dîners Hollywood à Hapawards, vraiment je suis trop content.
Hollywood, vous êtes les meilleurs du monde mondial et on n'est pas demandé. Hapawards, 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 et tout le monde que Hapawards. Grâce à la coupe de GG, vous savez, la parole des propos, tout est champion des principes, Pentagal, la Papouenda, Papouenda, Godin, c'est vous, voilà, Hapawards. Voilà, salut la famille, vraiment, je suis très content, je suis très content et content. Je suis content des nominations que vous m'avez fait. Je suis content pour ce prix que vous m'avez donné au niveau d'Hapawards. Vraiment, merci pour votre compétence. Et je tiens à saluer la grande dame Nana Sankara depuis les États-Unis qui s'est beaucoup battue dans cet événement. Et il salue tous les personnels d'Hapawards et Hollywood. Vraiment, merci et grand merci. Il salue tous les membres du jury qui ont effectué les déplacements et tous les grandes personnalités qui ont effectué les déplacements. Vraiment, c'est un grand plaisir pour moi pour accepter de venir dans mon pays, la Guinée-Conakry. Vraiment, vive la culture guinéenne, vive la culture américaine. Vraiment, je compte aussi à saluer le ministre Patamasso pour tout ce qu'il fait pour la culture guinéenne. Et je salue toutes les grandes personnalités qui ont fait le direct pour ce jour, le 18 octobre 2020. Que le bon Dieu vous bénisse. Et je profite des classes aussi pour souhaiter mes sincères condoléances à mon papa Kofi Olomide, DJ Mopao. Respect, que le bon Dieu vous bénisse. Ciao, ciao.
Greetings to everyone. Welcome to the International Business Roundtable. This year's theme is I Am Because We Are One. And right now, the topic we're going to be tackling is economic growth for Africa. I would like to have everyone introduce themselves. I'll start with myself. My name is Monica Maradin Sueda. I am an African, so I'm proud to be part of this topic. I'm a business owner. I own an insurance company. I have a music and movie production company, and I'm one of the executives with Happer. I am glad to be here with you all. I know we have beautiful people with a lot of experience here, and we see Juliet Hagerman here. Juliet, I read a little about you, and I'm excited to hear from you. Can we start by you introducing yourself to the panel, please? You're muted. Juliet, you're muted. The mute. Hello. Let's see.
Yes, we will ask her to unmute. One moment, please.
Okay. Hello? Okay, she's gone. No. Okay, while Juliet is trying to get her mic to work, we also have Jean-Claude with us. Am I correct? Jean-Claude, can you introduce yourself to us and tell us, you're also on mute.
Yes, Reverend Jean-Claude Apisameso. I'm speaking from Washington, D.C. I'm normally the president of the new chamber of commerce of the DRC Congo in the U.S., and I will be talking about the economical growth of Africa.
Yes, thank you and welcome, Jean-Claude. This is the topic that we're all going to be talking about. I'm not sure if Juliet's mic is working yet. Juliet, are you back on? No. No. This is what's going on with the world. the new normal networks. We're gonna get it to work because we really want to hear from Juliet. I think
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I've been having little problems. I think it's something with my phone because the last Zoom call I was on, I had some issues, so I don't know what's going on. But okay. You want me to start over?
Yes, please.
Okay. My name is Julia Hageman. I'm from Los Angeles, California. I am involved in the entertainment industry. I produce shows dealing with fashion and beauty. I also am a celebrity photographer. Along with that, I also work within Nigeria. I'm back and forth to Nigeria producing shows for Silverbird Entertainment. I have a show called The Most Beautiful Girl in Nigeria, aka MBGN, and several other shows I do there. So I'm just kind of all wrapped up in a number of things dealing with film, TV here at Paramount Studio, and some things I do in Nigeria.
Thank you so much, Julia. There's so many people, there's so many Americans that have never seen Africa yet. They've not visited Africa.
You said they have not visited Africa?
And I would love to know why and how. No, a lot of African Americans, they've not visited Africa yet. But you go back. I would love to know why, what you see in Africa, what makes you go back to Africa?
I'll tell you, I love Africa. As a child, it was like my dream. When I first learned in school more about Africa, I've always wanted to go. I had an aunt who used to go back and forth. This was a very long time ago. And she told us something about Africa, and I kept saying, I want to go. This is where my ancestors are. This is where my bloodline is from. So I've always wanted to go back. So my first trip there was in 1999. I was invited by Silverbird Productions by Ben Murray Bruce and the team to come out and start producing fashion shows and pageants. And my first trip there, I produced one of the biggest international fashion shows there at the Echo Hotel back in '99. And they decided to have me take over the Most Beautiful Girl in Nigeria pageant. And when I did in 2001, they finally had their first African queen, Bonnie Durango, who won Miss World in 2001. That was my first year taking over the competition. And ever since then, we've been getting great responses with doing that. And I've actually been able to take people back and forth to Africa from time to time, to Nigeria, to Lagos, Nigeria, and different parts. Whenever I get a chance, I'm constantly encouraging people to go there, to experience it, to get involved, to do business there. So that's something that's still on my agenda, to get more people to go to Africa.
Thank you so much, Juliet. You're the kind of person I want to find you. I keep telling people there's so many beautiful things about Africa you don't know, but the only way you can know this is to go to Africa.
Yes.
Africa is a continent. It's a huge, and I call it a virgin ground.
It is.
Africa is a virgin ground. We have Dr. Gershon with us today. Dr. Gershon, could you introduce yourself to us and tell us a little bit about yourself, please?
It's an honor again to be on your show. To the award, to the Hapawards. I'm a doctor for philosophy and humanity, and I'm also a doctor of theology. So I have two doctors. So I have two doctorates. I'm a founder of Authentic TV that is currently touching over 139 million people, from Roku to Amazon Fire and Apple TV, and now it's actually been extended to Nigeria and South Africa, so now it's worldwide. And I'm also a humanitarian. I'm a founder of the charity that is it attracts a lot of celebrities. We annually have it in Beverly Hills. Every time we have superstars that come to our events, and a lot of influential people. We raise money to eradicate poverty. I'm more passionate to eradicate poverty. Not just handouts, but to actually give people a startup capital, and not just to teach fish, but to grow the fish. And I'm originally from Zambia. I was raised there, and I lived in South Africa as well, and then a couple other parts of the world. And now my home now is in Los Angeles. I'm a founder of the company called Zambikes that manufactures bamboo bikes throughout the world. It has featured on CNN Business section. It has been there. It's there forever. Actually, they keep updating it because the way we do when we empower people, one bike is able to take care of 8 families. And our bikes go up to $1,000, $4,000, even $10,000. And we have branches all over the world for all the bicycle lovers. And I'm an author of many books. One of the selling book is called Breakthrough Thinking. I'm just so happy to be invited. I am into development, economic development, mostly a mind shift, eradicating poverty through a mind shift.
Thank you so very much, sir. Jean, Mr. Jean, are you with us? Okay, but why you get some? So Africa, we're talking about economic growth in Africa. Africa is a huge, the continent, over 70 billion people, and yet underdeveloped. How can we change the mindsets of the world to go reinvest in Africa? Because right now, Africa, I see a lot of, let's talk about America. America goes to India, goes to Asia, goes to different countries to get people, yet some of the brightest people are in Africa, but they're not using us for mostly services. How can we get them to go to Africa and invest in us and, hire us to do the work instead of Africans leaving? Because most of the brains in Africa are migrating to the Western world. They're leaving home. What can you talk about in this area, sir? Because you're talking about economic growth and work. What are your thoughts about this, sir? I'm talking to you, Dr. Gershon.
Oh, you're talking to me?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. Okay. I have spent time, I had opportunity to speak to a number of diplomats in Africa. I was actually invited to this seminar. We had over 50 diplomats, which means 50 countries representing those. And they were asking me about, can anyone prosper in Africa? The answer is yes. Africa is a virgin land, as you know, and it has a lot of resources. There's a lot of diamonds, real diamonds, not these diamonds that they make by hitting, but I mean natural God-made diamonds and gold and oil. And beautiful people too. But the only difference is that when the colonialism came into Africa, the damage that was done, it's a slave mentality. It's a mentality that they cannot succeed or bypass a white man or bypass any other race. It's not about racism, but it's much more a mental programming that was done, because most Africans that were considered successful, they would be working for the white people at a farm. Then their parents are very happy to say, oh, he has a good job because he's working for the white person. That mindset, even if you have never worked, for example, I've never worked for anyone in my life. That's weird saying. It's because I decided to be a business person since I was 18. And by the time I was 25, I'd already had a successful business with 50 to 200 workers. But it did not just start because, it's because I had opportunities. I created those opportunities. I said, what is it that the West wants that I can offer? Usually you want to see what can I get from the West. You have to say, what can you give to the West? That's a mentality that we need to change. I'm here in Los Angeles, I don't take away. I give in Los Angeles. I have people work for me in Los Angeles. Look, I work with superstars and most talented and actors. I don't take from them, I give them. I give them the knowledge I have and the experiences I have. And especially that I know the Lord, I also help them to be spiritually correct. You know, they struggle with spirituality and all those things. So I don't take, I give. And the more you give, the more you receive. That's what happens. So Africa has a lot to give to the world, but is expecting to receive to the world. I think if individuals can become independent thinkers and become good stewards of ideas. For example, Nigeria has the most brilliant and the most educated people. I think they're from Nigeria. I know most of my friends who have like 6, 7 degrees. I only have a couple of degrees, but in Nigerians, they have a lot of degrees, and they're real degrees. And yet they're still working for someone. How can you have so much degrees and work for someone? But the thing is, I know it's fear to break away from the norm. That's why, like Juliet, talking about producing and talking about the beautiful women of Nigeria, I like those shows. And actually, I would like to have some of those shows into our TV where we have about 139 million viewers. It is the reason why I bought a network, it's because it's so difficult to be on TV. You need to beg this, you need to do this. If you want something, if you want your voice to be heard, oh my God, you need to go through so many channels. But I said, well, let me just buy one. So I bought one. And I think that's a mentality that Africans should have. You buy one so you can help others. And you find that we have so many talented people in South Africa. I lived in South Africa and many others. But these people are sitting on gold of the mind. They have so much ideas. I mean, I've sat down with some African ladies, how they think about designing a dress, but they don't just have resources to design that. Just that one idea can make one a billionaire or a millionaire, or change somebody's life. When we had an idea of the bamboo bike from Zambia, made out of bamboo, everyone in my community despised me, said, why are you not dealing with cars or airplane? You want to deal with a bamboo bike? A bicycle? But I wasn't thinking about a bicycle. I was thinking about sales. I was thinking about, I'm going to sell so much to the Americans. I'm going to sell so much to the Germans. I'm going to sell so much to the Australians. And that's what happened to the Switzerland. That's what happened.
Thank you so much. I will come back to you. I'll have to reply you back. But let's go to our Jean-Claude, sorry?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So yes. Can you talk about the same thing? Can you talk from your own perspective about
yes.
that? Yes, please.
Yes, my perspective, because I can tell you, is different. Really, we need to see Africa, first of all, as a providential continent. And I will go back to the past to show how Africa has been able to give to the world, and Africa will continue to give to the world. And if I go back in the ancient world, we know that Egypt was the place where everyone was going to get intelligence, to get the knowledge, to get the science. The science came from Africa. And the Greeks who became very, very intelligent in the past, they went to Egypt to learn. But if I can go to the biblical world, the Lord himself was able to use Africa to keep a son away from the one who was trying to kill is sunk. And today, everyone is talking about Africa as the new market. Why Africa is the new market? Africa is the new market because in all other different continents, they have been able to use their resources. They have been able to do everything, but finally they found out that they made some mistakes. But today is the time when we need to go to Africa to develop Africa. But also Africa has a lot of resources to give to the world. Most of the precious metal, stones and diamond, gold, most of them are in Africa. We'll just give you the simple example of what is helping us today to use the technology. The precious mineral which is helping us to use the technology today is the coltan. And the coltan, for most of us, we are getting 80% of the coltan in the DRC Congo, which is Africa. But to come back to your question, knowing why the African descent cannot go back to Africa, why African politicians cannot use African to develop Africa, the answer is we need to dialogue. Me, for example, I've been in the US for 20 years. I'm the president of the New Chamber of Commerce. But I'm advising a lot of officials in Africa because what is happening today, like the previous my friend is saying, is a mindset. We came from a colonial mindset where the colon knew where are the resources to develop Africa, but it didn't want African to know what he needs to do in order for him to become independent. It gave him the shortcut, which is not helping him to come out of the poverty. It's still like under the decision, under the advisory, under everything coming from the Western world. But what we are saying today, it's not a question of asking why. It's a question of what can we do? And as the people of the African descent, we have everything to do in Africa by opening the dialogue between us with the officials of Africa. For example, me with my network, we started what we are calling the integration economy of Africa. We are trying to see how we can start doing businesses between African countries by opening what we call corridors. We have, for example, the cocoa coffee corridors. We have big producers of cocoa, for example, in the DRC Congo, of the Central Africa, of Cameroon. We decided to create one corridor so that all the cocoa of this region can be considered as a product which can make impact in the region. And what we decided to do according to that, we know that when the Western are coming to buy our cocoa in Africa, we are making just 60% of the profit of the cocoa. Where now we said, enough is enough. We don't want to be making 6% of our production. We need to take care of everything coming from our cocoa, where we're going to be launching, or we are launching, the economic integration and vertical economy of the producer of cocoa. What does it mean? We need to control the production by improving the quality of the production of cocoa, for example. We need to control the processing in order for us to make the chocolate block. We need to start making chocolates. We need to start now opening boutiques among the African community like China. When you go to the Chinese market or in the US, who are selling the Chinese product? Chinese themselves first. Who are selling in the Chinese restaurant? Chinese themselves first. As African, we need to understand that we need to come together as one and start working in a collaboration in everything we are doing to control the chain of supply of different product. For example, my friend was talking about the production. Who are working around him in that chain of production? What is he doing with African intelligent people who can be doing better? Not just that he must be working with the Californian, but he must also go back to Africa let me speak about in all his own country or other different African countries to start training the youth of Africa. They are intelligent, but they're lacking opportunities. We don't need to wait for someone to give us permission. As African, we have the permission to do it, and we need to start the dialogue.
Thank you so very much, sir. I feel your passion. We're hearing from both of you, Dr. Gershom and Jean, not Juliet yet. I'll get to you, Juliet. I hear the fact that saying, first of all, what I get out of this is that Africa is blessed, but Africa is poorly managed. Africa is failing or has failed for so long a time because of accountability. I'm an African that have been in the US for over 30 years, and a lot of people don't understand why I go back, because I see the big picture. I own a company here, a successful business, and I'm going back to Africa. Our problem, I see, is that it's not that we're not smart. It's because of lack of accountability. I cannot call and say, oh, we're not doing well because the West is not helping us. We have to help ourselves first, because Africa is ours. So for us to win, we have to want to win internally. So taking this away now, I'm going to go back to Juliet. Juliet, we have a thing saying, I heard them say about African Americans not coming back home. Like, Africa is a big continent, and there's so much about tourism. But our people are not going back to Africa to go explore Africa, to see, because we can improve tourism in Africa by, if we go to Dominican Republic, the Barbados, we go to Europe, you see a lot of us travel out there. But Africa is a place where we don't really go. How can we turn this around and make Africa a place where people beg to get into? It's possible. And I know, Juliet, because you're going back, how can we turn around? How can we educate our people to see that big picture?
Okay, so you hear me okay, right?
Yes.
Okay. As we know, I think it's like 30,000 Africans studying in the U.S. today.
Yes.
So it starts with our young, and to me, I feel like before they even get here, you all need to kind of have some type of forum to talk to your young people about concentrating on, as the old saying go, let me think about what it says, something about think not what your country can do for you, but what you can do for your country. So it needs to be started in the schools to really study upon what these students can do once they've gone to the U.S. What can they offer the country to come back? Think of all of them as ambassadors to help their country. I believe you all's biggest sales was in agriculture, and now it's in manufacture and IT. So many people are coming here, and so many Africans are coming here and being in the IT industry. And I think something like that is a big industry, and that's something they really need to take back to Nigeria. Your economy is growing. You can't say that your economy is not growing. It is growing, but it starts within the youth to be able to leave from Nigeria or Africa and come here to be able to take whatever knowledge they know back to help grow their country. I realize sometimes things here may be very appetizing to make them want to stay, but right now, you see what we're going through. The U.S. is not at the top of the list anymore. So if I were them, I would be advising them to try to take their trade and take it back to Africa to help Africa to grow, to be bigger, as big as or bigger than any other country. Once they have seen the fact that how much the economy can grow there, I think a lot of people will be interested in going back.
Yes, thank you so very much. It is true. And we know that China is buying a lot of Africa right now as we speak.
Yes.
If you go to China, if you go to Africa, most of the biggest industry, most of the biggest things we have belongs to the Chinese. So is it a good thing for us, or is it a bad thing for us? Because a lot of people think, oh, we cannot do it ourselves. And Juliet, you said something about us we need to talk to the younger ones in our countries. The problem is not the younger ones, because the younger ones go to school, they are educated, but the leaders are not providing for them to give them opportunities. That's why many of us run away from our country where we're so smart and become, it's like a brain drain. We come to the Western country to help the Western countries. But we have two entrepreneurs here that love Africa, that are working for Africa. I consider myself one of them. But I'm not where you guys are. One day I'll get there. But I believe in Africa, and I believe that there's hope for Africa. And people keep wondering, why do you go back? Why do you go back? Because I see the big picture. I see the possibility of so many beautiful things in Africa. COVID is happening right now. Africa's, I mean, I don't know about other countries, but Nigeria is standing tall. The death rate is not a lot, you know, because when we want to fight, we fight. But there's a problem, there's a misconnect with our leaders and the youth. There are rich people and they are poor. There's no middle class in Africa.
Yeah.
So, Dr. Gershom, where do you see this from your perspective? How am I wrong?
You know, what you're saying is very important. One time I had a meeting with First Lady of Southern Africa, one of the countries there. I don't want to mention the name. She told me and said, it's sadness that young people like you are not bringing the right investors into the country. And we are giving in to China because we'd rather keep people alive from not starving, even if we don't like the terms. But we really need true investors, true developers, but they are very few. I think China has become like a solution for Africa, but it's a bad solution. Very bad, in the sense that China is a communist country, is not about the people, it's all about money. Yes. Money is more important than people. There is no human rights there, as you can see on the news. So not only are we receiving development from China, but we are also having the culture of Chinese thinking. I'm not talking about the American Chinese, the American thinking. I'm talking about the Chinese from the communist. They bring that into Zambia. They almost bought out the whole entire country of Zambia, literally. There's over, the country is only 16 million people. There's over 1.5 million Chinese. They have now started even making their own grave. They don't want to be buried together with these Africans. They have their own grave. What are they doing? They're bringing segregation. They're bringing their culture. If they were coming in and say, we want to be part of you and develop together and grow together, we could say you're welcome. But now they're like, I want to get whatever I can and take it to China. I don't care who you are. It's not their fault. It's our fault. We need to educate. We need to start encouraging people. Work. Being a worker will never make you prosper, but being an entrepreneur can make you prosper. Now, you cannot become an entrepreneur without mentors and without support. I think people that have a little bit of experience, like myself and many, we should be there for everyone who wants to be an entrepreneur and be able to offer some kind of knowledge and help. But the problem is, when you become wealthy as an African, you also separate yourself. You separate yourself. You are doing the same thing that the Chinese are doing. You're doing the same thing that everyone else is doing, because you are no longer feeling what they feel. You totally lose yourself. But there must be a balance. As much as you drive your Ferrari, just know someone can't even manage to a bicycle or a wheelbarrow, whatever. A loading thing, it's got, they cannot afford it. So I think the higher we get raised, the more we should think about the grassroots and begin to change their minds that you can have your own car, you can have your own house, you can have your own. Actually, in Africa, the people don't have a land issue. Everyone has land and they get it for free most of the time. The only problem is building and water. Yet there is so much water, but they just a little help. Our organization does wells drill. We started by doing wells, like boreholes for fresh water and all that. But then I thought about it after many years. I said, this is not working. because we'd go back to the same place. They have destroyed the pump, and they're still waiting for me to repair. The whole village is waiting for me to repair the pump because no one can repair the pump. Now I thought about it that teaching just to fish is not enough. We need to teach people how to grow the fish. We need to teach people how to actually, farming is very important. Mining is very important. And technology is very important. We need to get more Africans into technology, into computer. Most of them, they know, majority they know, like South Africa, Nigeria, they know. But it's a way whereby right now Africa has got an opportunity to become the #1 economy using cryptocurrency, because credit cards don't work that well, because credit cards is from America and from Britain. It only works for white people. That's how it got separated. So it doesn't work for black people. But we need to break that it should work for everyone. Have you noticed that PayPal doesn't work in Nigeria? PayPal doesn't work in Ghana. PayPal works in South Africa because there are white people there.
I'm not sure. It depends on who.
PayPal. You know the PayPal?
I know PayPal, sir, and I think I'll cut in there and disagree with you. I think credit card works in Nigeria. I think PayPal.
No, I didn't talk about credit cards.
You said PayPal and credit cards.
No, PayPal doesn't work in Ghana.
Some part of Africa, maybe some parts of Africa.
I tried to send money to so many places. So I don't think PayPal works in Nigeria.
It does work in Nigeria.
Oh, maybe that's good. Then I can support more people, because a few years ago I was trying to send money through PayPal. So I'm behind them.
Yes, it's not as popular as it is here in the United States, but it does work. And in Nigeria, which I go every month because COVID has stopped me, everybody has a credit card, everybody has a debit card.
No, I know.
A cashless society, and
but I understand. Nigeria is one of the fastest developing African countries. I don't know if you know that, but countries like Kenya, Uganda, Rwanda, these people are way behind. Nigeria, I can tell you, Nigeria, South Africa, Egypt, even Zambia, Namibia, these ones they are growing very fast. Then in these other countries, really, Nigeria is even growing faster than Ghana, because Nigeria is a giant by itself. Nigeria itself can look after the whole entire Africa if we had to come together. That's how powerful Nigeria is.
So how do we change? I'll ask you this question and go back to Jean, because I know you guys have two separate views. How do we change this narrative? Because we know that Africa is blessed. We know that we are educated, because education is not a problem. The average African has at least a high school degree, certificate. So that is not a problem. And I keep going back to the fact that Africa is just poorly managed by the leaders. So how do we, the business owners, how can we change the country? Because right now, as we speak in Nigeria, there is riots all over the place. The citizens have taken over, and they're taking the laws into their hands and trying to say, you know what, we're not going to die. We want to move forward. How many years are we going to continue doing this? As soon as you make millions of dollars, you separate yourself from the poor. That is Africa for you. That's what's been going on. How do we change this narrative? How do we eventually win? I'm almost 50 years old and I'm angry because I'm like, whoa, look, it's not going to be my lifetime. I want it to be my lifetime. And Jean, please, can you tell me about, I know you, I love this because you both are in different areas, but you're both winners. How do we come in the middle? How do we win?
Yes, I think we have been born to win. And for everything in life, there is a process. For the winner who got the award at the Olympic, in order for him to get there, we don't understand what he suffered in training in order for him to get there. The award is just the result. But there is a work he has been doing. This person has been starving, and sometimes he couldn't go out with his friend. He had some kind of discipline in order for him to get there. And that's what we need to understand as Africans. We are intelligent. We have the most abilities to do things. We need to start the dialogue. The dialogue, not just for us African as African who came from Africa yesterday, African as African American, African as African leaders, African as African youth. You know, there is an American president said, we don't know what's gonna happen one day when African of the African American descent will meet with African of Africa. Why? Because it's gonna be a meeting of natural resources and capacity and financial capacities. You can tell me anything you want. What is missing in Africa is the access to capital. You see a Lebanese who's coming to Africa, an Indian who's coming to Africa after 6 months is a rich, and African who has been living there has nothing. Why? Because the support of African and like an Indian Exim Bank for an Indian who's getting with the financial capacity is able to get the natural resources of the Africa, sell it in the African market or in the international market, when the African himself has all those natural resources, but he doesn't know what to do with them.
Hold on, can we talk about this, sir? You just said that the foreigners, like Chinese, Indians, they come to Africa and they're able to get resources and acquire the things from Africa because they have the funds.
Yes.
But we Africans, we do have banks, we can give out loans, but we do that, there's no, I think, would we look at it as if there's no pure rules for them to get monies into their hands to invest, like getting loans? And not because right now I know I was building a property in Africa 6 years ago, and I was going to get a loan, and they said it was 26%. I was like, what?
Yes.
26% interest?
Yes, I'm sorry. Yes, we don't have banks in Africa. So
whose fault is that?
We don't have banks in Africa. We have buildings.
Sir, whose fault is that?
No, that's what I'm saying. We don't have banks in Africa. We have buildings which are called bank, but we are not practicing the rules of a bank for people. In the US, the money of the bank belong to you. When you are going to the bank, people are begging you to get a loan for your car, to get a loan for your house, to get a loan, and they are making sure that you accept the deal on the table. The banks you are seeing in Africa have been set to stop Africa to have access to the money. You see the way you are feeling. You are going to the bank to get the money, but what they are telling you is putting you in a stress where you can say, okay, guess what? I don't need your money. But what happens normally in the bank? The bank must make its money on the people to make profit out of the money it's giving to the people. The banks we have there are set to stop the growth of themselves. Because when you are keeping your money on your hand, you don't make profit. You need to put your money outside at the market so that they are giving you money back. They are giving you the money back. A lot of Africans who has been in Africa, they don't even want to deal with the banks. He prefer keep his money with himself than to put it in a bank. You understand? And in the financial system, we see the weaknesses of the banks we have in Africa. Africans must learn what they need to do in order for them to start their own banking system. The banking system in place doesn't help them to progress.
Can I ask you a question, sir?
Yes.
Are you saying that the banks in Africa don't belong to Africans?
Most of the banks who are in Africa, they don't belong to Africans because they are not there to help the growth of Africa.
This is a problem.
And African can be the head of the bank, right? But he cannot change the dynamic of that bank. How
Sir,
can you
do you know that you can have a bank?
Ma'am, to have a bank and to decide on the rules of the bank is not the same.
No, but I'm a little confused. I'm going to have Juliet.
I would like to be clear for you in order for you to understand what I'm talking about.
Yes, sir.
The banking system is a financial system which is helping a community by sharing of like a trade to grow. Now, the banking system you have in Africa, even though you see some Africans who are bankers, right? They cannot make decisions in order for them to help their community to grow. It's here in the US, you have some banks which are community banks. No one talk about that. They're in these small villages and cities everywhere in the US. But you can go to that bank, a community bank. They have all the projects designed for that small region. You can get a loan easily with them because they want their money to be kept in that little community. And that's why you can see in the US, in each part you are going, there are stores, there are development. The banks are set in order for them to develop the countries. But in Africa, the banks are not set to develop countries. The African business people don't have access to the loan they can get to those banks in order for them to develop their project in Africa. I will give you a simple example which is happening now. There is a Ghanaian who's working in a housing project and his video went viral. What this Ghanaian is doing, he's in Ghana, but in order for him to succeed in working on that housing project, he was able to meet with a lawyer from the US, a real estate lawyer. And that real estate lawyer is getting funds from the US market to go and help him to develop that project in Africa. And also that's something we can do African. As an African American or as African living in America, we can take the benefit of the loan we can get in a low rate in the US and develop a project in Africa. Most of the time in Africa, I brought a lot of financial ministers in different institutions here. Most of the African banks will give you a short-term loan. Your loan must be paid in 5 years. In addition to that, the rate of this loan itself is not helping you to make profit of what you are doing. When an Indian who's getting the same for the same project in your country is getting money from Exim Bank, the rate he's getting from the Exim Bank of his country is a low rate. In some way, he's working for himself. When African who's doing business for Africa is working for a bank, all the effort is making is to give the money back to the bank in a high rate. But in the Indian is working for himself because the low rate is giving to the bank. After that, is keeping the money for himself. He can do again other different projects by getting the money once in the bank. But in the Congo, in Africa, African must be going all the time to beg the bank to get the money to keep a little profit, and the banks is getting more profit out of the people. That's what we are facing in the financial system Africa is in.
Thank you so very much, sir. I will get back to you about this because I'm a financial person. This is my background. I own an insurance company. So when you're talking about things like banking, like things, I have vast knowledge about it, but that's not what we're here for. But I know with everything you're saying is that, for me, getting what you're saying is that Africa's problem is Africa. The problem with Africa is Africa. You understand? Because again, like you said about banks, like people, because there's no regulations. Like the feds here will give you the guidelines for interest rates and licenses. We do not follow such rules. That's why I keep saying about accountability and us following rules and regulations. So thank you so very much, sir, about this. I know, I'll tell you that, and for the viewers watching, a group of people can come together and form a bank, like a cooperative. We can all do this. Everything in Africa we can do for ourselves. I think we should be done with blaming everybody or anybody but ourselves for not winning in that category. But going back to winning in Africa, I want everybody watching this to know that there is a possibility for us to win. We just have to change our mindset and be winners because we can be that. Miss Juliet, please talk to us about everything we'll be discussing because of the four people here, you are the American. Every one of us here, we are Africans. You are an African American. What are your thoughts and what are your experiences with these matters?
Okay, I've been listening to what everybody's saying, and actually, they've taught me a few things because there's a number of things that I don't know. I actually moved to Africa in 2008, so I learned a lot there. I spent over a year there. It was great to learn about the difference between U.S. and Africa. Banking, I don't know a whole lot about. Here, yes, but I know really nothing of the banking in Africa. So there's a number of things that both of them said that I can agree with, I know about. But when you talk about, my main thing is that we really need to come together. That's my whole thing. Because I'm still kind of hearing just Africa, Africa, Africa's coming together. I seriously think there needs to be a more stronger bridge between Africa and the U.S. To really build the economy for Africa. I mean, a lot of people just really look at U.S. as our economy is so strong, and as you see, we're being broken right now. We're breaking down, so to speak. Nigeria, to me, is becoming stronger, although I'm constantly hearing about, oh, the economy is bad, the economy is getting worse, but you all would know that better than I would. I don't know. I'm only knowing what I read about Africa and Nigeria when you talk about the economy. I know what I'm trying to do as far as the economy, and my thoughts of the things I'm doing is through the media. Everything I do for Nigeria to try to help the economy is all done through the media. I am empowering young women for everything that I do there. When I have workshops there, I have like a 2 to 3 week boot camp where I train a lot of young women. Those young women go on to, so far, really are becoming business owners, which of course helps the economy.
Yes.
They are getting out, going other places, going to other countries. My girls from my boot camp, if you've ever seen the Miss World competition and you see the Miss Nigeria, that's my girl from my training camp. If you see the Miss Universe competition, the Miss Nigeria, that's my girl. I am trying to create basically ambassadors for the world through Nigeria. So I am pretty much trying to empower when I go there. Give them the knowledge that I have about the industry and other things to help the economy. So again, got a phone call. I'll ignore that. But basically, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to help to bridge the gap. And I think if we bridge the gap, that would help to make the economy stronger.
Thank you so very much. Thank you so very much. Hope is alive and well. I keep telling everybody that hope is alive and well. And you're going to Nigeria. You've seen us in Nigeria. I've not been to Zambia yet, but I have a lot of friends from Zambia. And I saw a documentary about the Chinese buying up Zambia. And also buying up Nigeria now, because everywhere I go, they own the shops, they own the restaurants, they make the decisions for us. So that's why I keep saying it, this word. I'm currently doing a documentary called Tales of Our Legends, which is talking about our legends, people from the past, people that have lived their life to educate us in the present and also people in the future about how to win. Because again, these two gentlemen here, they are winners. They are doing something right. The problem with Africa, because if you look at America, if you take Americans to Nigeria, they cannot survive. But when you bring Africans here to America, they would try because they've lived in poverty and suffering, right? So what we need, somebody said something about how would it be like when you bring the African Americans to come to Africa and work with us. They will teach us what they know, and we will teach them what we know, and we can be a force to be reckoned with. I believe that so much, and I know that it's just a matter of time. People are going to beg, because right now, if you're going to, I don't know about Zambia, I might just give them my passport, they'll give me a visa. But if a Nigerian or a Ghanaian is coming to America, this scrutiny, oh my God. Why? Because our passports mean nothing. But I know in my lifetime that there's going to be a time where you cannot just come to Africa. You're going to beg for a visa to come knock on my door because we're doing good. Dr. Gasha, what do you think about Monica's dream? Do you think it's a possibility? Do you think we're going to ever win that? Because I've seen it. It's close.
It's very possible, but the problem here is like our African American, they need to change and accept Africans. What I've seen, I've done business between America and Africa, found that most African Americans, they don't do business in Africa. And they don't want to associate themselves with Africa. I'm really so thankful of her. She's my best right now. She just made my day, that my evening, that she wants to bridge that. That's because most African American, they don't see themselves as African. Most white people, they go to Africa more than they're African American. I've seen the few go, but Juliet is making a difference. So we need that dream to become possible. So the African American, they need to know that Africa needs you. That Africa needs you.
Did we get cut up?
Hello? Can you hear me? Africa needs you because...
Yeah, you were up first.
Yeah, we are meant to work together. And you see, the Africans, they know how to thrive. And if they come together with African American, becomes an explosion, becomes unstoppable. They're good with the economic things, but Africans, they know how to cross the deals and get things done. So the two should work together, and that dream, I'm seeing it now, like in the last 9 years, I'm seeing a lot of African American who are being proud to say, I went to Nigeria. They're being so proud to say they went to Zambia or before they were all saying they want to go to Spain and others. Only white people wanted to come to Africa. But white people did not just come to Africa for vacation. They came to trade business and make money. And Africa remains the same. But what I can say is, since this is stepped, we need all cultures. We need whites, black, Chinese, and especially African American, to come and visit Africa. That will change. I enjoy the United States because I was raised in Africa, and I'm able to tell the difference here, and I see opportunities everywhere. Literally, I see opportunities literally everywhere. Then I meet my African American there, I say, oh, there's the problem. I'm saying, I see this opportunity, I see this possibility. It's because the difference is that we know what is right when there's no opportunity, and then you can see the opportunity. So the dream is very possible, but we will need people like Juliet to become the ambassador, to bring more African American and bring them to Africa. And most Africans, when they visit Africa, most of them, they fall in love. They instantly fall in love and get connected.
Yes.
I've seen that. I know I had a group of African Americans, they came to stay in my house in Africa. I'm in the US, they visit all the time. They go all the time. Almost every year they go. They love it. Some want even to live there. But they were afraid because of what they had. I think we need to change the picture that is being watched on TV about Africa being so poor, Africa being so much sickness, disease, and all that. We need, you are in the movie industry, we need to start recreating a product that says that African American, it's fine to come. Africa is a safe place. It's us who can change that picture that everyone else has been looking. What do you think, Julia?
Thank you very much.
Hello?
Juliet.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I definitely want to add to that. Before I started coming to Africa, I had my own concept of what Africa was because of the media. You know, they've always portrayed Africa totally different than what I have seen since I've been there. So every time I go there, I've done so much filming, pictures, and everything. When I bring it back to people, they're like, "This is Africa?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's the Africa they don't show you." Because the media, and I hate to say, a lot of the whites have a tendency to show you only the flies in the eyes and the poor, the hungry, and that's what African Americans really thought that Africa was. They never really saw the beauty. Luckily, they came out later with the Africa Channel and all of those things where you got to see more of Africa. But whenever I've shown them the women, the places I've gone, people are always amazed. I have gotten so many people to go to Africa and visit, but most part South Africa or West Africa. I haven't even been to the North or East yet. But for the most part, I've gotten so many.
You're welcome to Zambia. Just let me know.
I would tag along, Juliet. I will go.
Okay,
I will go to
you said
that. I would
no, really.
Your family is in the government. You know what it means when you in Africa when your family is in the government? It means things are easy for you. You can have access to whatever you want to.
Okay. You don't have to tell me twice. No.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you so much. And talking about African Americans, that's why I love Tina Weisinger and Heather Washington for what they're doing,
Yeah.
bridging the gap. You guys might not understand yet, but Harper is something. I mean, you see Tina and Amber go to Africa, they're exploring, finding. That's what drew me to this. That's why you see me doing this, because I love it. When you see people that want to find out, they want to know. There's something that you talked about, and I'll tell you this. Last year, the team is retelling the African story from an African perspective. If we do not tell our story, they will tell it from their own perspective. So people like Juliet going out there and seeing for real what's going on and coming to tell everybody else, and they're falling in love with Africa, it's just a matter of time. People will start seeing the real truth, because I'm one girl that gets angry all the time. Because when they talk about Africa, I was like, that's not the Africa I know. And no, Africa is not up there yet. We're going to get there. But I see a vision of power. I see a vision of winning. What do we have to lose? Nothing. All we can do for Africa is to make Africa great. Make Africa where everyone wants to come knock on the door. It's my dream. And I hope and pray that Sir Jean-Claude, thank you so much. I love you. We're going to continue our discussion.
But please give me the time to talk about the relationship with the African American, even 1 minute.
Yes. Oh, the floor is yours.
I will let you know that your dream is my reality.
Amen.
For me, my best partners are African American. And with the Congolese Chamber of Commerce, we signed an agreement between the Congolese Chamber of Commerce and the Black Chamber of Commerce of the U.S. And that, I'm going to say thank you to Ron Busby, who's the president of the U.S. Black Chamber of Commerce. And that agreement was signed in front of the ambassador of Congo and the president of the Chamber of Commerce in Africa, who came in the U.S. And most of my partners, for example, Rani Lucas and the Dr. Eric Burden, they're African American. But by working with them in Africa, I'm gaining some knowledge I couldn't get if it was not through them. Some must be educated to know about Africa, but others are ready. And when they are ready, I'm telling you, we are getting to some resources we couldn't get if we were just African. And today it's very, very important to recognize that. Make yourself the friends of most of African Americans who have been in the diplomatic world. They know a lot, they can teach you a lot, and they can open the doors for you. You never know. My friend from Zambia, American there.
Yes.
Be a friend of African American who has been in the diplomatic world. They have the keys to open the gate of heaven for the big project you would like to do in Zambia. African Americans are our brothers and sisters. I always see them, like Joseph, who left his brother as a slave, went to Egypt, he became the governor, and he brought freedom to the life of each one of them. God, in his plan, he wanted our brothers to come in the U.S. for purpose. The mindset has been set like that because of the capital world. The bad news makes the news. Most of the people who have been going to Africa, they were going as non-profit organizations. When they come to the U.S., they are trying to make money out of Americans to go and do their job and pay their salaries in the U.S. That's why they had that kind of communication on us. The new branding of Africa, the African branding, must come from us. You are the one who's telling them, guess what? I have a mansion also in Africa. The mansion cannot just be in California. I have it in Africa. And we need to create programs with our youth in Africa. We need to teach them IT, technology. I'm the president of the Chamber of Commerce of the DRC. I'm telling you, I have meetings with Africans of Congolese, for example, in each part of the Congo, like I have that with you today. They pay their money to be online so that they can be trained by some coaches who are here in the US. And guess what? Today I was on the phone with someone who works for Amazon. I was thinking that all those people are here in the US, but the guy was telling me he was in Manila, in the Philippines. Why not as African? We can be opening the outsourced businesses for our people who can be in different villages of Africa. Electricity, with a new technology, you can make electricity yourself with your friends in a village. You can bring IT training for those people. You can do a lot. I work with a partner in the US here, where we are working with Chinese factories who are making processing equipment on the phone, through the internet. We can train the people in Africa to work with that so that they can give those equipment to the farmers. We have a big market of African food in the US. We are trying now to get food from African farmers. We're creating, like we're saying, the corridors. Like what I said, the Cocoa Coffee corridor. We have another corridor we are working on is in Burkina Faso, Togo, and Ivory Coast. We have other corridor we're going to be opening in Kenya. We're going to be having a big conference on agriculture with all African descent. My brothers and sisters, the destiny of Africa is not difficult to get on our hands. This is a personal experience. I don't believe that our official, even though they can kill people, they can stop working and using our brain to develop Africa. We have to open the dialogue. One time I was working with the assistant of the governor. He was telling me on the phone, you know what? A lot of people came from outside. They promised that they will come and help us, but they went, they didn't come back. I asked them, do you know why they didn't come back? It's not because they didn't want to help you. It's because you don't have a system set up for them to come and put their money and believe that they're going to make money. We are in the capital world. We need to train our brothers and sisters the mindset of the capital world. What language is sometimes between Africa and here is the blind spot language. We don't know what we don't know. And they don't know what they don't know. It's because they don't know what they don't know. They don't know that they need to know what they need to know because they don't know that there is a need of them knowing something. That's why you and I, as on this panel, and I want us to continue doing it. We don't just do it for ABBA. Let us continue to do it and make it a bigger and bigger and bigger again. Let us be concrete in working on projects. There are small projects you can fund with your money, with your friends in Los Angeles, in a village to build a school, an art school in a village in Africa. Let us don't wait for the politician. The politician will look for us when they will see what we will do in Africa.
Thank you so much for your passion, Jean. I appreciate that. And I remember the topic today is I am because we are one. I would love to network with all of you here. We're here. I think I'd love we can get your information, like your emails and numbers, and we can talk together. I thank you so much. I think we've learned a lot. We will go over and over and over and over again with these topics, but in the end, all we want to do is win. In the end, is to win. And I thank you so much. If anybody wants to say their last closings for us to say thank you, I hope the viewers, I hope the people listening to this are laying in a thing or two. But I know a friend of mine was testing me saying, but we are educated, right? We just don't have the jobs in Africa. So sometimes Africa's problem is not education. We are educated, but it's our leaders that is holding us back in a little way. Either way, I thank you all so much. Please, let's network.
Thank you.
I am because we are one. I would love to network with you all. I'm going to talk to Amber and Tina. Let's keep our phones together. Let's not let this die. Let us continue working together and making Africa and Black people all over the world great. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. So.
US. So guys, Hapawards last year make me like a best director with my short film Kiproko. So I think this year the most important for you is to watch online who's gonna be the new best director taking my place. I'm not sure the guy gonna be really heavy, but come to watch the live show for the Hapawards. Thank you.
We're here to promote this award, to promote this initiative as a platform to connect back to our African brothers and sisters, and also African Americans and all African descents in the Western world, for them to know that it's about time for all of us to unite and for us to heal, for us to forget what has happened in the past. It's one big happy family. Most importantly, the Black race, for us to come together and lead by example, show love, compassion towards one another.
I am because we are one. Now that's the powerful theme of this year's Hapawards, which will be holding on the 18th of October 2020. My name is Desmond Elliott, and I'm excited because I'm going to be there presenting an award. And more so, it's going to happen virtually. So I can't wait. Hook up with us on the 18th of this year for the Hapawards. See you there.
And it's with great pleasure to introduce you guys to this marvelous event that we're hosting. It's the Hollywood and African Prestigious Awards headquarters. And it's with great pleasure as well to introduce you guys to the founders. And they're Tina Weisinger and Amber Washington. Wow, and it looks to me like it's that time of the year again. I'm super excited because I have these gorgeous ladies on my left and right dressed in these amazing looking African dresses. Now, I just want to understand what's really going on here, Miss Tina.
Well, I'm so happy that you're here with us and learning about what we're doing. So it's that time of year, like you said, the Hollywood African Prestigious Awards. We're going up on October 18th. And of course, like everybody else, we had to find our footing. So in terms of the social distancing and that what we've all been practicing here, we decided to go with the flow. Everybody started doing virtual. We started at the last minute when everybody started catching on, and we're like, okay, we have to do this. We have to do the show. And we didn't want to miss a year. And, you know, we always want to make sure we do things to help our foundation. We're part of the I Dream for All Foundation, which this show helps raise money to support us with our efforts in Africa, giving back to the young girls and the young women and children, and especially the needy community there and here in the U.S. So it was very important for us to do something, and we understand the fact that everybody's hurting a little now because of job losses and things like that. And so with that being said, when everybody started coming together and we just decided, let's do it.
I love that
Let's
so
do
much.
it. We have to.
Honestly, guys, we're so excited because obviously you can see that the HAPA Awards, it's really only here for one reason and one reason to us, and that's to really bring light to everything that's going on right now in the community and to find a way that we can really present value with everything that's going on. We're so ecstatic for you, Miss Tina, and I'm also so ecstatic to have our other host here with us, Amber. So Amber, I would love to understand just a little bit about what's going on here with the HAPA Awards. Please shed some light.
Absolutely. My name is Amber Washington. I'm the Vice President and co-founder of the Hollywood and African Prestigious Awards. This year, October the 18th, we will be live. We will be having a pre-party from early in the morning for about 2 hours with a DJ contest, go into the show, and then we'll have an after party with a pickup with a DJ contest. We have amazing hosts. This is going to be so much fun. We're going to be on our website at hapawards.com, hapawards.com, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter. Oh, so many levels. You go to the website and go see. There's going to be so much information that's going to be shout out to you. You'll be seeing us around, and hopefully we'll see you.
Hopefully we see you guys. We're super excited. Thank you guys again, and welcome to the HAPA Awards. I hope you guys love it. October 18th. Woo!
2020.
Bouyaga, Hapawards, Hollywood, Atalakou DJ, vous savez. Je suis DJ africain, nominé à Hollywood et Hapawards, vraiment je suis trop content. Hollywood, vous êtes les meilleurs du monde mondial et apprenez pas demander. Hapawards, et tout le monde que Hapawards. Et dans la coupe du je vous salue, la parole des pauvres, tout terrain, champion des frères, si Pentagala, Bavouenda, Pagomona, Godin, c'est beau, voilà, Hapawards. Voilà, salut la famille, vraiment, je suis très content, je suis très content et content. Je suis content des nominations que vous m'avez fait. Je suis content pour ce prix que vous m'avez donné. Hollywood Hapawards, vraiment merci pour votre compétence. Et je tiens à saluer la grande dame Nana Miss Sankara depuis les États-Unis qui s'est beaucoup battue dans cet événement. Et je salue tous les personnels d'Hapawards et Hollywood. Vraiment merci et grand merci à vous. Je salue tous les membres du jury qui ont effectué les déplacements et toutes les grandes personnalités qui ont effectué les déplacements. Vraiment, c'est un grand plaisir pour moi de prendre cette venue dans notre pays, la Guinée-Conakry. Vraiment, vive la culture guinéenne, vive la culture américaine. Vraiment, je compte aussi à saluer le ministre Batamasso pour tout ce qu'il fait pour la culture guinéenne. Et je salue toutes les grandes personnalités qui ont fait le direct ce jour, le 18 octobre 2020. Que le bon Dieu vous bénisse. Et je profite des classes aussi pour souhaiter mes sincères condoléances à mon papa Kofi Olomide, DJ Mopao. Respect, que le bon Dieu vous bénisse. Ciao, ciao.
Hi everyone, my name is Eto Chana. I'm a performing artist, singer, dancer, choreographer. Salut tout le monde, moi je m'appelle Eto Chana. Je suis une artiste, chanteuse, danseuse, chorégraphe. I'm coming to you today to give you some exciting news. It's exciting for me, and I know it's going to be exciting for you. On Sunday, October 18, 2020, I will be performing at the HAPA Awards, and yes, you heard me correctly. I will be performing at the HAPA Awards. And for more information on this show, you could go to hapawards.com, and you can also vote for yours truly, Eto Chana, for Best Up-and-Coming Female Artist. Thank you for your support, and see you there. Boye, boye.
Hello, my name is Monica Omorodio Sweda. I've been a successful business owner for the past 18 years. I'm a filmmaker, I'm a musician, and I'm also one of the executives at the Hapawards. This year, I'm excited to be part of the International Business Roundtable again. If you missed last year, you missed out on so much education. There were businesses, there were teachers from different parts of the world giving us knowledge. You don't want to miss it this year. If you want to take your business, you want to take yourself to the next level, you got to show up. You got to show up at these conferences. And this year, oh my goodness, you don't want to miss it. The new normal. You want to know how to be successful. It is happening on the 17th of October 2020. And also the award show is happening on the 18th of October 2020. The theme this year is I am because we are one. What's that all about? Let's find out. It's happening at the Hollywood and African Prestigious Award. Let's see you there. Let's make it a date and see you at the top.
Hey, it's your girl Nestraya. First of all, thank you so much, Hapawards. Thank you for even nominating me to begin with. This is honestly a confirmation from God telling me to continue what I'm doing. No need to waste my time. Do what I do best. Get in that studio and make more music. You know, there's no need for me to stop now. Like, why should I stop? Thank you so much. It's all about putting that Black American culture and also putting that African culture where we all can come together and become one. And for me, it's through music, because that's the best way I can really express myself. So thank you. After this, I'm gonna go over there and start dancing, doing my little happy dance, because for me, this is it. This is the time to really celebrate. So thank you so much, Hapawards.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Badi Kuba. I'm a filmmaker from DRC Congo. It's a pleasure for me to be presenting the Hollywood and African Prestigious Award, APA. Come celebrate. I am because we are one. The live will be on Sunday, October 18, 2020. And you can follow us in all social media. See you there, guys. It's gonna be fun. I'm telling you, it's gonna be fun. I'm telling you.
La danse touche toutes les catégories des personnes, quel que soit ton poste de pouvoir, quel que soit ton âge, quelle que soit ta race, quel que soit ton pays. C'est quelque chose qui peut construire un être humain. Quand je regarde comment ça se passe, comment tu arrives à donner l'envie de vivre, à réveiller l'espoir à des milliers de gens comme ça. C'est formidable, c'est incroyable, c'est inestimable.
La danse, je suis impatient. La danse donne le courage, la force. Dans mon rêve, je veux aussi devenir un grand danseur. Pour que d'ici demain, je devienne quelqu'un aussi pour former les autres.
On leur dit qu'il faut croire à la vie, il faut croire que c'est encore possible et l'espoir est encore possible. Et c'est moi qui... C'est fort. Mais on va continuer. To be continues.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Your Boy, the CEO of GMT, at the same time the producer of the Dinner Fame movie. I'll be presenting, hosting the Hollywood and Africa's prestigious awards, Hapawards. Come celebrate. I am because we are one. Live on Sunday, October 18, 2020. Follow at Hapawards on all social media. Be part of the history. See you there.
Hello everyone, welcome to Hapawards 2020, the virtual edition. Oh, we're so excited because today we're representing a country named Chad for the very first time. We have a musician by the name of Melo, who's going to represent the cultural aspects of Chad with her beautiful melodic voice in our native language, Ngambai, and she also sings in Arabic as well as in French. Ladies and gentlemen, help me welcome for the very first time at Hapawards, Melody Melo.
Gangan kobe adino yak majinga yak majingaile. Gangan kobe adino yak majingaile. Kobe adum wonango. Abaramon kujilogo tumalam. Kobe adum wonale. Abaramon kujilogo tumalam. Sangwana magalwo. Abaramon kujilogo tumalam. Sangwana magalwo, abaramon kujulogo tumalang. Makusukuwa, abaramon kujule. Madam good, abaramon kujule. Girl good, abaramon kujule. Ngamako, abaram kujule. Anyanti dom to no halwa. Anyanti dom to no halwa. Mabe marabutu idam ne ma idiya kudure. Mabe ngisatu idam ne ma idiya kudure. Mabe marabutu idam ne ma idiya kudure. Mabe marahutu idam ne maidi ya kudure. Kube ondunu yama kobe, ondunu yama kobe, ondunda yama kobe, ondunda yama adum gon kagum kobe, adum gon kugum le, adum gon kugum kobe, adum gon kugum le. Abaramon kujulogo tumalang, adum gon kugumre. Abaramon kujulogo tumalang, adum gon kugumre. Salut, moi c'est Mélodie, artiste musicienne tchadienne. Alors, je dis coucou à tout le staff de Hapawards. Je dis aussi coucou à Diego Nathalie. Cette année 2020, je participe à Hapawards pour aller représenter ma culture, représenter la danse de chez moi, la musique de chez moi. Alors les gars, on reste ensemble, hein, parce que maman on a un mode et dit que c'est bon, on se dit coucou et à bientôt. Bisous, ciao.
Coucou, bonjour mesdames et messieurs, c'est Betty Orange de la RVTV Info, RDC Valeurs TV Info. Donc je vous signale que Hapawards 2020 est en cours d'activation. Donc rendez-vous le dimanche 18 octobre 2020. En attendant, partagez, donc suivez sur tous les réseaux sociaux, partagez. Et le thème cette année, donc c'est « Je suis parce que nous sommes un ». Donc voilà, enregistrez-vous les artistes, il ne reste plus beaucoup de jours. Alors je vous conseille d'aller sur www.hapawards.com. Voilà, à très bientôt. C'était Betty Orange pour vous. Bye.
Oh my gosh, guys, look at this. They are marching outside my door. I can see it. Right outside my... Look at the people marching. Are they gonna go up in the hills? I don't know, but they're marching over here. Oh my God. Look at that. I'm trying to get as close as I can. Wow. I had to get out and just, get in and talk to some of the people because this was just too much for me to just sit in the house and just looking out the window. And of course, we have all the army trucks up on Hollywood Boulevard that steps from my house. And this has just become just so emotional. I had to get out here and support. So I'm walking back and I will talk to you guys soon, but it was an amazing experience.
Hi, Robert Peters here, African filmmaker, Atlanta, Georgia. I just want to let you know that I will be a presenter at the Hollywood African Prestigious Movie Award 2020. The virtual edition is going to be online on the 18th of October 2020. Join us, link up, let's have a great time. Just look out for more information. It's called Hapa Award 2020, the virtual edition. God bless you. Peace.
Salut tout le monde, je m'appelle Suisse Gandhi, je suis un artiste et musicien congolais. Je présenterai pour Hapawards 2020. Venez nombreux célébrer notre thème qui est « J'y suis parce que nous sommes un ». I am because we are one. Suivez-nous en direct ce dimanche 18 octobre sur tous les réseaux sociaux. Inscrivez-vous pour faire partie de l'histoire sur www.hapawards.com. Rendez-vous le 18 octobre. Okay.
Brought to you by the Hapa Awards.
Some measures are being eased around the world, but African nations remain alert, fearful of the rising number of infections.
Children now have died from this new single route to COVID-19.
Life has changed. This doesn't mean there still isn't hope. Together, we will get through this as one.
Hi, my name is Natalie Makoma. I'm a singer, actress, songwriter, and a performer, and also a public personality. On the 18th of October, I will perform at Hapawards, One More Try. That's my single. I cannot wait to do that. It's gonna be viral. It's very something new I'm not used to. I'm used to perform with the public, but this time it's gonna be just me and you. So, it sounds like personal. Well, do you want to attend? Go to hapawards.com. On the website, you will get all the information about how to attend and how to follow everything online, on your phone or on the computer or on your TV. So, again, my name is Natalie Makoma. I'm a singer, actress, songwriter, performer, and a public personality. See you on the 18th of October on stage. Bye.
Yo, what's up? This is your boy, Lil Sir, director, producer from Cameroon, living in France. Just moved soon in US. So guys, Hapawards last year make me like a best director with my short film, Kiproko. So I think this year, the most important for you is to watch online who's gonna be the new best director taking my place. I'm not sure the guy gonna be really heavy, but come to watch the live show for the Hapawards. Thank you.
We're here to promote this award, to promote this initiative as a platform to connect back to our African brothers and sisters, and also African Americans and all African descents in the Western world, for them to know that it's about time for all of us to unite and for us to heal, for us to forget what has happened in the past. It's one big happy family. Most importantly, the black race, for us to come together and lead by example, show love, compassion towards one another.
I am because we are one. Now that's the powerful theme of this year's Hapawards, which will be holding on the 18th of October 2020. My name is Desmond Elliott, and I'm excited because I'm going to be there presenting an award. And more so, it's going to happen virtually. So I can't wait. Hook up with us on the 18th of this year for the Hapawards. See you there.
And it's with great pleasure to introduce you guys to this marvelous event that we're hosting. It's the Hollywood and African Prestigious Awards headquarters, and it's with great pleasure as well to introduce you guys to the founders, and they're Tina Weisinger and Amber Washington. Wow, and it looks to me like it's that time of the year again. I'm super excited because I have these gorgeous ladies on my left and right dressed in these amazing looking African dresses. Now, I just want to understand what's really going on here, Miss Tina.
Well, I'm so happy that you're here with us and learning about what we're doing. So it's that time of year, like you said, the Hollywood African Prestigious Awards. We're going up on October 18th. And of course, like everybody else, we had to find our footing. So in terms of the social distancing and that what we've all been practicing here, we decided to go with the flow. Everybody started doing virtual. We started at the last minute when everybody started catching on, and we're like, okay, we have to do this. We have to do the show. And we didn't want to miss a year. And you know, we always want to make sure we do things to help our foundation. We're part of the I Dream for All Foundation, which this show helps raise money to support us with our efforts in Africa, giving back to the young girls and the young women and children, and especially the needy community there and here in the U.S. So it was very important for us to do something, and we understand the fact that you know, everybody's hurting a little now because of job losses and things like that. And so, with that being said, when everybody started coming together, and we just decided, let's do it.
I love that so much.
Let's do it. We have to.
Honestly, guys, we're so excited because obviously you can see that the Hapawards, it's really only here for one reason and one reason to us. And that's to really bring light to everything that's going on right now in the community and to find a way that we can really present value with everything that's going on. We're so ecstatic for you, Miss Tina. And I'm also so ecstatic to have our other host here with us, Amber. So Amber, I would love to understand just a little bit about what's going on here with the Hapawards. Please shed some light.
Absolutely. My name is Amber Washington. I'm the Vice President and co-founder of the Hollywood and African Prestigious Awards. This year, October the 18th, we will be live. We will be having a pre-party from early in the morning for about 2 hours with a DJ contest, go into the show, and then we'll have an after party with a pickup with a DJ contest. We have amazing hosts. This is going to be so much fun. We're going to be on our website at hapawards.com, HAPAWARDS.com, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter. Oh, so many levels. You go to the website and go see. There's going to be so much information that's going to be shot out to you. You'll be seeing us around, and hopefully we'll see you.
Hopefully we see you guys. We're super excited. Thank you guys again. And welcome to the Hapa Awards. I hope you guys love it. October 18th. Woo! 2020.
Bouillaka, Hapawards, Hollywood, Atalakou DJ, vous salue. Je suis DJ africain, nominé à Hollywood et Hapawards. Vraiment, je suis trop content. Hollywood, vous êtes les meilleurs du monde mondial et qu'on n'est pas demandé. Hapawards, et tout le monde que Hapawards. Et voilà la coupe de Dieu, je vous salue. La parole est pour vous, tout terrain, champion des frères, si Patagala, Babouenda, Magomona, Godin, Zego, voilà, Hapawards. Voilà, salut la famille. Vraiment, je suis très content. Je suis très content et content. Je suis content des nominations que vous m'avez fait. Je suis content pour ce prix que vous m'avez donné. Hollywood Hapawards, vraiment merci pour votre compétence. Et je tiens à saluer la grande dame Nana Miss Sankara depuis les États-Unis qui s'est beaucoup battue dans cet événement. Et je salue tous les personnels d'Hapawards et Hollywood. Vraiment merci et grand merci à vous. Je salue tous les membres du jury qui ont effectué les déplacements et toutes les grandes personnalités qui ont effectué les déplacements. Vraiment, c'est un grand plaisir pour moi de prendre cette venue dans notre pays, la Guinée-Conakry. Vraiment, vive la culture guinéenne, vive la culture américaine. Vraiment, je compte aussi à saluer le ministre Batamasso pour tout ce qu'il fait pour la culture guinéenne. Et je salue toutes les grandes personnalités qui ont fait le direct pour ce jour, le 18 octobre 2020. Que le bon Dieu vous bénisse. Et je profite des classes aussi pour souhaiter mes sincères condoléances à mon papa Kofi Olomide, DJ Mopao. Respect, que le bon Dieu vous bénisse. Ciao, ciao.
Hello. How are you? How is everything?
Thank God. And you?
Very well. I'm so blessed to have you here because, as you know, we were supposed to be here with all the ambassadors, but unfortunately, everyone had so much to do. So we had to just be here, the two of us.
No problem.
And I bless God. So we're going to have a conversation where we want to talk about Hapawards and everything that it has done in our lives. We just want everyone to know out there what is the purpose of ambassadors for Hapawards, because I get that question all the time. Just to introduce myself, my name is Soleil Diva. I'm the Chief Ambassador for Hapawards. And I've been with Hapawards since the first edition. Till today is the fourth edition. It is virtual. because of the COVID-19. We just want to reach out to everyone out there that have been affected by the COVID-19. We all have, but everybody has a level of how they get affected, depending on how they feel. So we want to say, we are with you. That's why the purpose and the theme of Hapawards Virtual 2020 was I am, because we are one. And I have with me Otumba with the ambassador. I'll let him introduce himself because he can say a whole lot. He's somebody that we appreciate so much, somebody who has brought so much to the table, somebody who loves people, who cares about every human being. If I start talking about him, it'll take us an hour. He's an amazing person. So I'll let him introduce himself.
Yeah, thank you, Diva. I really thank God for this year, Hapawards 2020, that we have make it live. So my name is Otumba Oluyinka Wahid Nuruddin. I'm the Prime Minister of Alashe Obadefumi Adejuigbe, Oloyo of Oyotunji, African Yoruba Kingdom in South Carolina. I'm here live and direct at Hapawards 2020. And also, I'm the brand ambassador for Hapawards, both diaspora and Nigeria. And I'm really proud of APA because I've been with them since first edition to date. And thank God for everything. So let's move on.
So how have APA impacted your life? I want to know.
Yeah, that's a great question. Everybody knew because I love APA, right from day one. And because from day one, I'm the one that APA came to meet when they want to go to Nigeria to meet Ooni of Ife, His Imperial Majesty, Ọba Adéyẹyè Ẹnìtàn Ògúnwùsì Ọ̀jájá II, Kábíyèsí. When they saw me that I'm one of the chief in diaspora, and they came to me that they want to bring Ooni of Ife to APA, and I said no problem. And then I don't know much people about in Nigeria concerning the chief and royal family there. Like one guy that I knew in Nigeria that normally went to palace to greet Ooni of Ife, and I told them this guy may be used to help us if he can take us to the palace. And the name of the guy is one of the chief. I don't know, maybe he's the chief or something, but I know him from Facebook. I never met him before, but when the opportunity arises, I do meet people, that I can't say I know, but if I know somebody that I know somebody, then I will use that person to connect. That's what I do. So thank God, everything went successful. And when they went to Nigeria, Ooni of Ife accept them, and he came for the first edition of Hapawards. And since the first edition today, APA have been everywhere. When people see me, they know that I'm representing APA because I love him. I love APA. So, and concerning your question, APA is one of the best awards in Hollywood. That is why I really open up to them, and they are very good to me. So I really love APA.
I'm so glad you said that, because as the chief ambassador at Hapawards, I totally agree with you, because there is no other platform where you see Hollywood and Africa coming together. People have seen our shows, they've seen it. They've seen how we mingle together, how we love one another, how the African American and the American come together. All of us become one. Yes. And we appreciate you so much, because we know that you believe in this purpose, in the vision,
yes,
and everything that you stand for. Because the key is being an ambassador for Hapawards. You have to believe in the vision first. Without believing in the vision, you can't really accomplish anything, because I've seen people coming for one reason or the other. Sometimes people come because it becomes about themselves. Sometimes people comes in for money or one reason or the other. But what I love about you as an ambassador, you come in with your heart, and that's the key, because you love on Appa. I remember last year how you brought all this crew of people, and I was so amazed by what you do. And I just want you to know how much I appreciate you. And my next question will be, how do you feel about the future? And what do you think the world how should the world contribute into Hapawards?
Yeah, that's another good question from you. You have said it all because, number one, you said APA stands for both Hollywood and African, and that make APA a great award, because no one did that in Hollywood. You can see during the for the what's the other event in Hollywood, this Oscar. You know, Oscar is all about white people, rich people, you know, but APA award, it contract both Hollywood and Africa in one roof. That means we bring everybody together, you know, to showcase his business, their, the culture, their star talent, and, you know, name it. And that's what makes APA to be a stand out among the other events. That's why I love it, because, you know, I love the other event that called what we call it, Oscar, but it's all about the Americans, no African among them, you know. They start, but this one is comprised both Hollywood and African together, and that's make APA be a unique one. So the future of APA is brighter, you know, because this is what world wants from people, you know, to bring people together, to, you know, to showcase their talent and also, and you can see that different people have been on APA because of this, you know. So APA is one of the best. That's why I say APA is the best of the best Hollywood. Three gosa for APA, gosa.
Otunba, I am so in love with what you said, because let me tell you, that's the same exact way I feel.
Yes.
Because let me tell you, I come from the Democratic Republic of Congo. And this is a place where no privilege has been given to anyone. Wow. And you said it so well. If I was next to you, I would give you a big hug right now. Yes. Because people in my country, they're struggling. The artists are struggling. And some of them, they have dreams for one day to come to Hollywood. But APA has provided a platform for them to be able to accomplish that. And APA has brought many underprivileged people from not just from the Congo, but from other countries. But I know the people in the Congo because I know that. That's why I'm only speaking from them, for them. But there was one gentleman who said, my goodness, my mom raised me selling bread. I never knew one day I would come to Hollywood. And he came to Hollywood and he sang a gospel song and he won on that category. And he was so he was crying the entire time because he appreciates the gift of God that has been given to him through APA, has been fulfilling many underprivileged Africans' destiny. What I love about APA is the same thing you say. APA doesn't just focus on people who have a big name, who has made it in the industry, but they also focus on up and coming people who have absolutely nothing. And they say, come, we will showcase you. We want the world to know you. We want the world to see you. And that is our role as an ambassador. When we can do that for our countries, for our people, then our dream is fulfilled. Then we know our purpose is also fulfilled. So it's amazing what you're doing. And I'm grateful for you, Otunba. I'm grateful. I know we have many ambassadors that were supposed to come on the platform tonight. They didn't get a chance to do it. But, people were busy today, but tomorrow we're expecting them on board. So right now, I want to ask Otumba one more question. I know love is going to keep me updated on my timing because sometimes I tend to talk a little bit too much and I get passionate about the things I love. And so, Otumba, tell me, how do you feel about our CEO, Tina Wessinger, and our co-CEO, Amber Washington? I want to know.
Repeat the question again. Sorry.
How do you feel about the visionary behind APA, who is our founding CEO, Tina Wessinger, and our co-founder, Amber Washington?
Wow, that's good. Like we said earlier, it's because the CEO has a big dream. That is why we have APA. And the VP too, they cooperate together to showcase APA Award. And that means they have a unique and powerful dream. And that is why we have to run the dream together with them, because we believe in them, and that is, we believe in their vision. And because they are energetic in doing such, that is why we are here celebrating 4th edition of APA Award. If not because of that dream, the APA will have died, because they are the owner of the dream, and they have all the power to showcase this APA not to die at all. So I'm proud of them because they are focused and they have good mind to celebrate people. If not because of them, me that I call a brand ambassador today, I will have nowhere to be found. But because of that dream, they find me, and they introduced their dream to me, and I love it. That's why I'm still standing today as APA, as a brand ambassador for APA. So I thank God for their life, and I know this APA is going to great height in the name of Jesus. So I believe I answered the question.
Amen. Oh my God, Otumba. It's, it's little interviews like this that makes people see our heart and what we stand for, what we believe in. Because I love when I see people who have so much in this world, but yet they have a beautiful heart. And they did not forget where they come from. And they come together and they say they want to do it. I want to do it. And I would join you on everything you said about Tina and Amber. Amazing, wonderful human being. Amazing angels from the Lord. And we bless God. And we know we don't want to sound too religious because, it's entertainment business, but we still have to know that God created us. He makes us who we are, and we can change who we are. But I want to say to all the ambassadors that did not show up tonight, because I know they're busy and they have one thing or the other, how much I love them, how much I appreciate them, and how much we all love them and appreciate them for everything they do and their contribution. Because everybody you see that come to APA, the ambassadors make it happen from the African countries. You know, we have Democratic Republic of Congo, of course. Sorry that I started by me. I don't want to sound too selfish. Otunba,
from
who
Nigeria.
is Nigerian, and he also works really hard with diaspora Nigeria.
Yes, diaspora.
And so we have Liberia, Kima, Diggs, she's not here right now. We have Sylvie Makendi from Cameroon. We have Nana Ulare from Guinea. And then Conakry, Guinea-Conakry, we have Melissa Determined from the Caribbean. So we have Stephanie Bay from Cameroon. We have Matilda. Hey, Matilda. From Nigeria.
From Nigeria
So
too.
we have amazing people in our team that work extremely hard to make things happen. And it's not easy, but just like Otunba say, we are here to reach the highest high in the name of Jesus.
Amen.
Because he that began the great thing in us, he is faithful to complete it. And we want to thank the visionary of APA Award, Tina Wensinger, for all that she does, for her sacrifices, for everything. And we want her to know that Africa loves her. And Africa has not forgotten her. And we're praying for her. We're praying for APA. And we want Amber Washington to know that Africa also loves you as well, just as much as they love Tina. And then Africa is not forgotten about you. And we come together, America, Africa, we become one. That's a powerful force. Like Amber always say, it's a powerful force not to reckon with. And I am Sole Diva. I'm the Chief Ambassador. Okay, so Otunba, I have one more final question before I leave.
Okay.
How do you feel about Sole Diva, the Chief Ambassador of APA Awards?
In fact, you are the best. Because if you are not the, I don't know who is going to be the head of the ambassador. You are doing a great job. You know, you put all your effort, your energy to put us together. At times we will do meeting 4 hours, 5 hours without, you know. I really appreciate you for your devotion for this APA award, because since first edition today, you keep on give us the new vision, you know, because I don't even know that you are still going to hold this year award because of the COVID-19. But you come with new vision to do virtual award. In fact, that's the great thing, because I don't even know that it's going to happen. But you, as a head of ambassador, you make it happen to us, and where we go now. So you are the best. I really thank God for your life, for your vision, and for your dedication. So keep it up.
Oh, thank you so much, Otunba. And we all doing the work of God. And as I was saying earlier, so many, just like in COVID-19 here in America, many children have no home. Parents have lost their wages. People have lost jobs.
Yes.
Africa, we've been actually living it for a long time. So it's not new to us, you know. So it's kind of like, you know, the struggle, when you understand the struggle that the people are going through, and you have compassion in your heart to make sure that these people, at least before they die, they make their dream come true, and it's amazing. And the same thing here, you know, God has a way of working miracles. And we know that with APA and Hollywood, APA with Hollywood and Africans coming together, we know that this is just the beginning. We know that there is many things that is ahead of us, and we bless God. And I just want to ask you one more thing. Otumba, how do you manage to always look so great?
All glory be to God, because
yes,
without God, we are nothing. So I give glory to God for that question. So I don't know, but God knows better. That is why we'll be able to move on in life. But we thank God that we take care of ourselves too. If God be with you, you too have to put things together. Like the government of America said, we should cover our nose when we go out. When you are in the midst of people, cover your nose, social distancing. Once you know, and you put God first in everything you do, so you will look good. So that's it.
Oh, Otumba, it was a great pleasure sitting with you today, and I bless God for your life. And I know we're going to be seeing each other very soon. And we want to thank all the Hapawards team and everything that they do behind the scenes, that people don't see the craziness and everything. We bless God for your life. We just want you to know that God has not forgotten you. Everything you're contributing in APA will come right back to you.
Amen.
And thank you so much. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Good night. It was a great show today. And we'll see you all tomorrow. Don't forget to tune in tomorrow to the biggest edition of Hapawards, where Hollywood and Africa come together. I am because we are one. Right, Otumba? We are one.
One love.
In the name of Jesus.
Amen.
Bye.
Amen.
I love you so much. Bye.